Welcome to the Explainer. Have you ever wondered why banking feels like this constant, stressful, uphill battle for you? While for other people, it's this seamless, red carpet luxury experience? Well, today we're exposing the massive, honestly almost unbelievable gap between everyday banking and the financial reality of the ultra rich. We're going to track the exact same system from absolutely $0 all the way up to 25 million. Okay, let's dive into this, because the core thesis we're exploring today is just mind-boggling when you actually stop to think about it. You can walk through the exact same glass doors of the exact same bank, but experience a totally different reality based entirely on just one metric, your account balance. Same bank, different balance. It's literally a tale of two completely different worlds, but they're operating under the exact same corporate logo. It all boils down to this one harsh reality. At the bottom, the system punishes you. At the top, the system protects you. Look, if you've ever felt like your bank is actively working against you when you're struggling, and then suddenly they're rolling out the red carpet when you finally have some extra cash, you aren't crazy. That is exactly how the system is engineered from the ground up.
Let's break this down level by level. Level 1, the penalty zone.
We are anchoring right here at absolute zero. $0. This is where banking is fast, it's frustrating, and it is incredibly stressful. Every single dollar matters. You're probably checking your app constantly, right? And it feels like the bank is just waiting for you to slip up. Ironically and dangerously, this is exactly where the financial system is designed to hit you the absolute hardest. You have the least amount of money, yet you face the highest friction and the absolute highest costs. You know the exact feeling. Bam, a $35 overdraft fee hitting your account just because a coffee charge cleared early. Monthly maintenance charges draining your balance literally just for keeping the account open. And those endless, maddening automated phone trees when you desperately need human help. So why do these fees hit hardest when you can afford them least? Because at level 1, the bank is quite literally charging you for being broke. You aren't a client to be nurtured here, you're an account to be processed and penalized. It's a high-stress environment deliberately designed to extract value from your lack of capital. Moving up, level 2. The predictable customer. So what happens to your treatment when you manage to climb out of that $0 danger zone? Well, the direct deposits start hitting every 2 weeks, the bills are paid on time, and your balance stays comfortably positive. Suddenly, all that friction just starts to fade away. The golden formula here is super simple. Predictability equals perks. When your money becomes predictable, the whole power dynamic shifts. You're no longer a risk to them. You are a reliable asset. And let me tell you, financial institutions absolutely love reliable assets. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the bank's psychology just completely flips here. Suddenly, pre-approved credit cards are arriving in the mail. You call customer service to ask for a fee reversal, and to your surprise, they actually do it. You start unlocking slightly better interest rates. They aren't penalizing you anymore. They are actively accommodating you because they're terrified that you might take your predictable cash flow to the competitor right across the street. All right, level 3, the real person. As your wealth grows, you can kind of take a breath here because the pacing slows down dramatically. You enter a completely different atmosphere. Gone is that automated press 1 for billing phone tree we all absolutely dread at level 1. At this tier, you get a relationship anchor. You get a direct phone number to a real, living, breathing human being whose entire job is to know you by name, understand your goals, and smooth out any bumps in the road. The extreme frustration of automation is entirely replaced by the luxury of human connection. This marks a crucial transition into actual wealth management. We're talking about when banking shifts from just processing your basic daily transactions, swiping for groceries or paying a power bill, to actively advising and managing your growing assets. Your relationship with the institution profoundly evolves. They aren't just a vault holding your cash anymore. They become a strategic partner. But that brings up a massive, honestly fascinating question. What changes when the bank stops charging your money and starts fiercely protecting it? We've gone from harsh penalties to convenient perks to active wealth management. But there is a hidden elite top tier, a level where the entire architecture of the financial system just bends over backward to serve you. Welcome to level 4, the fortress. $25 million. Just let that number sink in for a second. This is the absolute peak of the banking experience, the true benchmark for the ultra-wealthy. The air is exceptionally rare up here. When you cross into this staggering territory, you enter a heavily guarded, walled garden of extreme financial privilege. The standard rules, the wait times, the protocols that apply to the rest of the world, yeah, they simply cease to exist for you. At this level, the whole paradigm shifts entirely. You unlock elite private banking. You aren't choosing from a static menu of basic loan products anymore. The bank engineers custom, bespoke deals specifically tailored for your complex situation. But the most important shift is systemic protection. The bank actively works as a fortress to protect your massive capital from risk and exposure. Down at the bottom, they nickel and dime you. Up here, they literally dig a moat around your money and pull up the drawbridge. Section 5, Mastering the Money System. So the crucial point is, how do we actually use this information? Because just knowing this massive hierarchy exists is really only step one. Seeing the big picture is what actually empowers you. We just took a journey straight up the wealth ladder. On the low balance side, your customer service is an endless phone tree, and your account is actively drained by fees. But on the high balance side, you have a banker on speed dial, and your account is fiercely protected. It is a striking mirror image of how capital completely dictates your reality within the exact same system. Which leads us to the ultimate takeaway from our sources today. I really want to let this resonate with you. Money changes your life, but understanding the systems around money, that changes it way faster. Seeing behind the curtain of these immense financial institutions, knowing that they are deliberately engineered to treat you differently based purely on your predictability and your volume, well, that is how you start to navigate them strategically. You move from being at their mercy to actually playing the game by its real rules. We've just gone from $0 to $25 million, and we've seen exactly how the game is played at every single level of wealth. So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. How will you use your new understanding of the banking ladder to change your financial trajectory? Start looking at your bank not just as a place to blindly deposit cash, but as a dynamic system you can actually learn to leverage. Thank you so much for diving into this explainer with me. Keep learning, keep climbing, and I'll see you next time.